Hi everyone, welcome to Eco Learning Classes. This is Professor Geeta Mahesh. Dear students, today we will be discussing with respect to first POC economics, important 4 and 6 marks questions. Dear students, right now we will be discussing with respect to 4-mark questions. So that is under part C in your question paper, part C, where you need to answer 4-mark questions. Okay. If you consider stats part in economics, there will be 5 questions. Out of 5, you need to answer 3 questions. How many questions you need to answer? 3 questions. So here if you see the theory based questions, you can see here till this point, that means 8th one. There are theory based questions. Please do practice these questions properly and you can answer these questions. Okay. So from first chapter, one question will be there, and from the second chapter, one question will be there. So please do practice these questions. Okay. And if you see the central tendency, the problem oriented questions are there. Please do practice these problems only. So when you practice properly, when you learn these questions, easily you can get full marks in the exam. And even a dispersion, okay, measure of dispersion, also few questions are there. Please do practice from this chapter. Also you can get a 1 4-mark question. Okay, so practice these problem oriented questions and get a full marks. And here also there are problems on correlation. Okay, so please do practice from correlation chapter also. Few problems are there, and few graphs are also there. Please do practice these problems, and they are very important for examination point of view. Even here, no, under correlation scatter diagram, 2 problems are there. Please do practice this. Graphically you represent and give the conclusion or interpretation. So it will be a 4-mark question. Please do practice. And if you consider part B, that is the Indian economy, under part C. Okay, under part C in the question paper, part C. And according to economics, there are 2 parts. Okay, statistics for economics and Indian economic development. Now I will be talking about Indian economic development. Under part C, where you are going to answer for 4-mark questions. So here there will be 6 questions will be there. Out of 6 questions, you need to answer 4 questions. Okay, here are Indian economy, no, important 4-mark questions. Okay, please do practice from the first and from second chapter. You can expect 4-mark questions. Okay, and even from third chapter, okay, liberalization, globalization, there also you can expect a 4-mark question. So from this slide, you can expect 3 questions. So please do practice properly these questions. And even you can see from poverty chapter and even a rural development. Okay. And even from infrastructure chapter also 4-mark questions are there. Please do practice these questions. Carefully read, and these questions are very easy and easily you can understand and you can attend also. Even the answers for these questions are not so long, lengthy questions. These are not lengthy answers, very short answer type of questions. Please do practice, learn, and get good marks. So, and here the India's, okay, comparison with the neighbor countries, you can see the last chapter. And even you can see here sustainable development and infrastructure. Okay, so from these chapter also 4 marks questions are there, and these questions now when you prepare, these questions are very easy. Even from last chapter you can expect 1 4-mark question. Okay, so 1 4-mark question you can expect. Please do practice these questions, learn and practice, and come to write exam. It becomes very easy and you will be very happy while you will be writing exam. Now let us discuss with respect to part D in question paper. Okay, here you need to answer 6-mark questions. Okay, So from stats part, okay, stats part, they will ask three questions. Out of three, you need to answer two questions. And if you consider Indian economic development, if you consider here also, they will raise three questions. Okay, they will ask three questions. You need to answer only two questions. Okay. So from statistics part, if you see here, see components of table and even drawing a bar diagram. Okay, component bar diagram, you can get easily 6 marks. Please do prepare these questions. Even under presentation of data, here OGU's 6 mark question is there, and even line graph is there. So from these questions, they may raise one 6 mark question. And from central tendency also, dear students, you need to see these problems. Okay, from these problems, okay, here also you can see a few problems, and from these problems they are going to ask one 6 mark question. Okay, and even finding mode, this is also a 6 mark question from central tendency. Okay, so learn whatever the questions are there under central tendency. One question from central tendency for 6 marks definitely they will ask. Please do prepare those questions or those problems. Okay, next come to dispersion. From dispersion also there will be questions. Okay, you can see a standard deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation, even standard deviation again for continuous. So here, dear students, you can see coefficient of quartile deviation and standard deviation and variance. So these are the important questions from dispersion 2. So prepare here. So you can expect one question from this chapter. So one is presentation of data. The second one is central tendency. The third one is a measure of dispersion. Okay, from these chapters, they are going to ask 6 mark questions. Please do prepare properly. Dear students, there are 8 questions. From 8 questions for 6 marks from Indian economic development, they are going to ask 3 questions. Out of 3, you need to attend 2 questions. So learn these questions properly and get full marks. Okay. Now from part C, you are going to answer 7. So each question carries 4. So how many marks you are going to attend? For 28 marks from part C you are going to attend. And from part D, if you consider 6 marks question, so how many you need to attend? 4. So total 24. So if I add these two, you can score 52 marks if you prepare these questions properly. Keep this in your mind, dear students. And one more thing I want to say, learn all multiple choice from all the chapters. You'll get 10 marks. Learn all fill in the blanks properly. You'll get 5 marks. Match the following, very easy, 5 marks. So here easily you can get 20 marks. Then come to practical oriented, POQ. From all the chapters, you learn practical oriented questions and get full marks, especially from index numbers. Okay, index numbers. Okay, that is Sensex you learn properly, and the causes for land degradation from that chapter you learn, that is one more question. And from poverty chapter you learn the chart, poverty chart. Okay, so those three are very important, and you can expect at least one question from these. Okay, remaining you learn and keep it ready. So if they ask other than these questions, easily you can attend. Okay, there also you can get a 10 marks. Okay, then come to part B, where they are going to ask 2 mark questions. Okay, from all the chapters learn 2 mark questions. If possible, I will make one more video on 2 marks. Okay, so learn and get full marks, score 100 and 100. All the best. Exams are so near. Don't keep watching. Make a note of these questions and prepare. Along with these questions, I request you to study even other questions also. So it is very clear that I am not going to prepare question paper. Somebody is going to prepare question paper. So according to me, these are the questions where you need to give more importance and learn properly to get good marks. Okay. Sometimes they may ask questions other than these questions. For that purpose, you have to ready or keep prepared for all other questions, whichever is left out. Dear students, if you like, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.